What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I really want to talk about, carrying yourself is so important, man, in today's world, because in today's world, guys can get money and there's more opportunity than ever. Money's everywhere, opportunities everywhere. But the issues about today is that the cancel culture is like 5 times the amount of money you can get. And one of the things that happens, especially with successful men, be it entertainers or not, people, if they know your past, they can kind of play that against you no matter what. And if you have a history of, let's say being violent or having issues with women, people who know that can try to make up something and try to sue you for no reason. And that's one thing about being rich. Wealthy people, or people who have money, get the most lawsuits. People are always trying to get things from them because they have money. And this is why I try to tell brothers all the time. Once you get money, and if you're not an athlete, you got to play it real cool, because folks are going to come after you. And they don't even care that what they're doing is a lie. As long as you have the money and they want it, that's all they're going to do. They're going to continue to lie about it. Chris Brown, who was a really talented guy, sing, dance, he's a generational talent in the industry. There is a lady out here who is saying that Chris Brown smacked her so hard, part of her weave fell out. Now, I'm not laughing because, of violence against women. But if you think about that, it sounds like it don't even make no sense. How can somebody smack you so hard that your weave fall out, but you don't have any really visible injuries? Okay. Now, I want to say that. Now, this is supposedly over the weekend. Okay. She didn't. Now, Chris Brown has responded to this, saying that this is cap. Okay. Now, we all know that Chris Brown has been in numerous situations with women in the past, women alleging that he's crazy, he's hit them. Rihanna, that was a really bad situation. But what I want to do is this. I want to talk to guys about, hanging out with certain chicks who can put themselves in positions just to say things so they can get money from you. Now, I want to go back to some of the things I said about Kanye West. You guys didn't like it. Why does Kanye West and other, athletes date women in the industry? I can tell you why they do it. Shit like this. Okay? Women in the industry, women who date guys in the industry, they might be passed around, right? But they're not going to go through these situations. Your boy Chris Brown is just hanging out with random chicks. All right? Letting random chicks come to the house. Okay? And you've even seen that with the Fresh and Fit podcast. Sisters come over, get into an argument. They don't want to leave. If you try to make them leave, then, it's almost like you're going to have to fight them or someone call the cops. All right? So what can happen if you're Chris Brown and you're partying with chicks, no matter how good they look, they're not going to go home. Drunk, whatever. They're not going to want to go home. All right? They're just not going to want to go home. Okay? It's just a reality. They're not going to want to go home. So if you tell them to go home or they start swinging on you, you do any defense of yourself, the main thing that they're going to say, almost certainly, is that this guy hit me. Okay? Hit me. He hit me so hard that, my weave fell into next week. And at that point, what can you say? It's your word against hers. I believe that he's telling the truth, but it doesn't matter. Do you know why it doesn't matter? Because he has a history of doing stuff like this. It's perceived that he would do something like this. That's all that matters. What matters is that he's capable of doing this. Okay? That's all people need to see. And when you start making money and you're in situations, unfortunately, bro, you can't hang out with normal groupie chicks. You just can't. I know that guys don't want me to say that. I know it's a problem for me to say that. But you just can't do that. All right? You just can't. That's the reality. All right? That's the reality, guys. I know you don't want me to say that, but that is the reality. The reality is just that. Okay? That's the reality. And if you're dumb enough to put yourself in harm's way, guess what? All it takes is for somebody to believe that your career is over, you're doing civil lawsuits, you're fighting a case, you're spending lawyers' fees, and she ain't got to tell the truth. But the best offense is a great defense sometimes. Sometimes you have to play defense, man. Sometimes you're going to have to let chicks not get into your life. When you start making money, sometimes you're dealing with certain types of chicks, man. You're not just dealing with a random chick that got a fat booty. Okay? And I don't know what chicks he's dealing with, but it's some lady that's just lying. You know? And all you need is to cancel people to come out and say, oh, Chris Brown did this, which he probably didn't. But that's what's going on. And this is why black men that have a lot of money, you have to protect it. You gotta protect your money. It's so hard to make. Okay? Harder to keep. People are lazy, guys. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Some people don't want to work hard for what we know that about people. They don't want to work hard for what you have. You've put in the work for it. Chris Brown's put in the work. He's talented. Okay, well, since I'm not talented, I don't have to put in the work. I can go out there and lie. And that's just the reality of it. You know, that's the reality of the situation. And once black men start to understand that, and that's how it works, then you can start taking care of your wealth. Okay? Then you can start, you know, protecting your stuff. But it's hard to protect. Why do you think that rich and famous people, man, they move the way they do? They move the way they do for a freaking reason. All right? There's a reason why wealthy people, bro, they move a certain type of way. Okay? There's a certain way wealthy folks move, man. There's a reason for it. It's a reason for it because they want to protect their stuff. They don't want folks, you know, I know celebrities, but that's why some celebrities are more low-key than others. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comp in the top. Check out the Black Mint Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out. Don't forget the Black Mint Perfect t-shirts. Peace.